Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope you are doing well. I do want to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Sagittarius out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Remember that the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating for you, Sagittarius, you get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Sagittarius? All right, Sagittarius, you are starting out with the Five of Coins reversed. You have the Ten of Swords, and you have the Magician in the reverse. So I feel like there has been an ending here. It's been very painful for you. It didn't turn out the way you had thought it would. You may be dealing with somebody that could have been very manipulative. There's a sense here of betrayal and pain. But at the same time, with the Five of Coins in the reverse, there's a desire still to reconcile because of the pain. It's like you're wanting to avoid the pain that's here. Let me see who is in your energy. Show me who is in Sagittarius energy. Show me who is in Sagittarius energy. All right, Sagittarius, the person in your energy, we have the Two of Cups reversed. You could be dealing with a Gemini. We have the Moon, possibly a Cancer sign. And we have the Seven of Coins in the reverse. Yeah, so this person that's in your energy, I feel like this is somebody that you have had an ending with. I see it in both of your energies. This person is saying, well, we just were not on the same page. We couldn't see eye to eye. With the Moon here, they're thinking about things. There could be a little bit of them, going back over what caused the ending. But they also are somebody that keeps secrets. They're argumentative, they keep secrets, and they were not properly investing in the connection, which is why it didn't manifest the way that you had hoped or thought that it would. Let me see the energy between Sagittarius and this person. The Emperor. The Emperor. You might be dealing with an Aries, but the Emperor is somebody who takes charge of a situation. This could also indicate that you may have thought that this person was a, soulmate, twin flame. It can also indicate to me that you are taking control of your situation. We'll clarify it. This could also be somebody who is in a position of authority or a business owner, either you or the other person. Show me what is affecting this connection. Show me what is affecting this connection. Watch your finances this month or this week as well, Sagittarius. There could be a loss that you're going to have to recover from. Okay, so yeah, what's affecting the connection is the Five of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So not only did this connection end in a love connection, I feel like this person ended it because of their secrets, but it ended with a lot of conflict. A lot of conflict. There was there was dirty fighting. There were mind games being played here. And it caused you a lot of sadness, Sagittarius. There's a lot of pain that you're going through right now. So let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius. Yeah, I feel like the conflict between the two of you was rather severe. Ace of Wands. Okay, well, that's a new beginning. It is in the upright. So it's a passionate new beginning, and it also speaks of a very physical, passionate beginning, new beginning here. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. This is underlying energy. And it tells me that you have likely been with this person for quite some time. There's been a lot of difficulties, a lot of problems, a lot of secrets. And I do feel like it's just exhausting. You feel exhausted from this energy here. There's a lot of things that need to be worked out and need to be overcome. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Five of Coins here in reverse for Sagittarius? All right, we have the Six of Swords reversed. We have the Five of Cups reversed. Yeah, you have not moved on from this person. You do want a reconciliation. You find being apart from this person is very painful. So you want a second chance at this connection. I do feel like you're going to take charge of this. It's almost this energy of you seducing this person for some of you. But for those of you, well, for everybody, what I'm seeing is that you want a second chance at this connection. You are trying to avoid these feelings of pain as well. Pain, possibly depression. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Sagittarius? The Magician and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, that you're manifesting. Be careful what kind of energy you're manifesting in, though, because I'm seeing that the manifestation card has come out on that pain and on the pain also from the conflict that you had. So be very careful with that. Yeah, you're manifesting this person back, though. Knight of Wands in the reverse tells me that you might be dealing with somebody that you feel is a little bit of a player. It could also indicate that this person may have blocked you or they're not currently talking with you, and this is causing you distress as well. So this could be an on and off connection, but it's definitely a long-standing connection. Let me see why the Magician is in reverse. Show me the Magician in the reverse. All right, we have the Fool reversed, and we have the Ten of Cups. So what didn't fully manifest here is the happiness that you wanted in this connection. You're feeling that if you could just have a new beginning, take a leap of faith, have a new beginning, that then things will manifest. Now, that being said, I have to be honest with you, Sagittarius. There's a little bit of manipulative energy that I'm seeing coming from your side, and that you are definitely somebody out there, and this may not be all of you, but somebody out there has had this terrible breakup, and you are definitely putting into action a seduction plan in order to get this person back in your life because you feel that it will make you happy. So take that only if it resonates for you. There is this new beginning that has not quite happened yet, but it is coming. It is coming. And I do feel like you have a little bit of fear about, you know, is it going to manifest the happiness that you had hoped for this go around? I'm getting like a cyclical almost energy here with these problems and on and off type of connection. Let's look at their energy, though. Why is the Two of Cups in reverse? Why is the Two of Cups in reverse? This person hasn't moved forward either. Neither of you have moved on from the other. They feel like you are a soulmate, Gemini energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Two of Cups. So yeah, this person wants to bring this back together. They want to come out of this energy where the two of you are not seeing eye to eye. However, they are hesitant to move towards you in order to do this. They would rather you come towards them. And I feel like for some of you, you are. This person, though, does want to resolve this. They want to, you know, get on the same page with you again. They have not moved on, and neither have you. But there's chaos that's in this situation. Let me see the Moon. Show me the Moon. The Star card, that's positive. Three of Coins, or Three of Wands reversed. and the Five of Swords reversed. Now, you have the Five of Swords here in the upright. So, yeah, they are saying, yes, this ended. We broke up. I don't want us to be broken up. I haven't moved forward. I want to resolve the conflict that's here. I want to work these problems out. You know, I also feel disappointed, speaking from them. I also feel disappointed. I feel like what I wanted didn't happen either. You feel like what you were trying to manifest didn't happen. So you both are in agreement to that. I do feel like this person wants to resolve the conflict. They want to balance this out and they want to heal this. So, you know, I don't feel like they've gone anywhere either. Aquarian energy is here. Let me see the Seven of Coins reversed. Money could be an issue for somebody out there. Show me the Seven of Coins reversed. Two of Coins. And the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so this person, like I said, money could be an issue for some of you. This person could be having to rob Peter to pay Paul. They work very hard, though. And I do feel like this is somebody that, you know, maybe hasn't properly invested in the connection because they didn't feel that they had enough to invest. But they do. They just don't realize it. I do feel like this is somebody, you might be dealing with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is somebody who looks like they're quite a bit of a homebody. They look like they're somebody who is very grounded. They work very hard. And I do feel like this person is, you know, very much devoted to family. You know, children, if they have children. This is somebody that is very solid, very stable, and very committed. And they've kind of weighed up the pros and cons about should they commit to this connection or should they pull back their investment. And I feel like ultimately they want to bring this connection back together. Let's look at the energy between Sagittarius and this person. Show me the energy. Oh, they're very focused on you. All right, so we have Temperance. And we have the Six of Wands. Yeah. So Sagittarius, I really believe that you're going to be the one who takes charge of this situation. You're trying to heal this. You're trying to bring balance into it. You feel that the two of you were led to come together. And I also feel like if you do take charge of the situation, it is going to be successful because this person has not moved on. They want this connection just as badly as you do. So I do feel like, you know, there's a lot of healing energy that you are bringing to the table. I also feel like this person, once you take the lead, they're going to pick it up. And so that both of you are going to try to work towards something high vibrational and successful. They definitely want the success. And I will tell you also, for those of you that, Sagittarians that are taking charge of the situation and you're coming in, for this new passionate, and I have to say physically passionate new beginning, this person loves that. They are loving that. They feel so seen. They feel like you know, like they're the man or the woman. You know, they love that attention that you're giving them. So let me see what's affecting the connection. Show me what's affecting the connection. Okay. All right, we have the Seven of Wands reversed. We have the Three of Coins reversed. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Hierophant. All right, Taurus energy. So what's affecting this connection? Well, obviously the Five of Swords. You both have it in your energy. There was a heavy conflict. It was a ugly conflict. Things got ugly. And I feel like you maybe said some things that you wish you hadn't said. And you know that it has caused damage. This is why I'm seeing this energy of you feeling somewhat like worried, upset. a lot of anxiety about what was said, wishing you hadn't said some things, worrying about the connection failing. In their energy, they want to resolve that. They want to heal it. They want to bring this connection back together. Now, it left, whatever you said, Sagittarius, left them feeling very empty. So I would caution you to be very careful with your words. But I do see it resolving. I see a truce. I see the two of you coming out of this conflict. And I do see, you know, that this person wants this connection as much as you do. So let me see. Let's see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius. Okay, so we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. We have the 10 of Wands. That's the problems I was telling you about. And then we have the 8 of Wands reversed. So in your outcome, I do see there being a passionate new beginning. It's like, this is like makeup sex all over again. But there's still the problems that are here that led to this altercation to begin with. And I do feel like those problems still exist. So that's something that does need to be addressed. You can't just have the makeup sex, get back together, push the problems under the carpet. It's also showing me, Sagittarius, that you may fear being alone. So there's some codependent energy. You have a deep fear of loss. You have a fear of being alone. And, you know, that is producing codependent energy and fear. Does this person make you happy? Yes, they do. But you may be manipulating the situation in order to keep yourself from feeling alone, to keep yourself from, you know, feeling loss. So make sure that your motivations are clear for those of you that does apply to. Just know that even though the two of you do come back together, there is this whole passionate makeup, you know, type of energy here. The problems still exist. This person, I feel like this person recedes into work. They're trying to find a balance in their life. And with the 8 of Wands in the reverse, travel could be a problem for them. They could live at a distance for some of you. That could be a problem. But this is also an energy of blocking. So they're not dealing with the problems either. And that's not going to be helpful. There's a lot that these problems need to be discussed and talked about in order to bring balance to this person's life as well as to yours. So I am a little concerned, Sagittarius, that the problems are being swept under the carpet in order just to, you know, get rid of the pain. And that will not be helpful. So make sure that you are actually addressing the problems, even though they feel overwhelming. You know, take things one thing at a time. Bottom of the deck is the 4 of Swords in the reverse. That is underlying energy. And it does tell me that the two of you are going to be talking. You are going to be trying to work things out. But that a lot of healing still needs to take place in this connection. And I suspect on both sides individually as well. Let me pull an oracle card and we'll see if there's any advice for you, Sagittarius. Pulling for the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, you have number 19, and this card is called Dragon's Lair. So give me just a second. It does tell me that you are close to the end of some kind of the cycle, and I suspect it's the cycle of separation here. It says you are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is greater value in risk-taking than in remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. All right. Well, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Sagittarius. If you have resonated with this reading, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Sagittarius, know that you are loved, and namaste.